Hi everyone, I'm Theresa V, and each month I check in with the angels around what we are all experiencing here on planet Earth, asking for their wisdom, their guidance, and their assistance. This month there seems to be a feeling that's almost a dualistic feeling. We're feeling like we are alone, we might be adrift, we're not feeling the support from the other side. But there's that other part of us that knows we are completely and fully supported in every single moment by our higher selves and the other side. This has been extremely confusing and really frustrating. And when I checked in with the angels around this, they started talking about energetic imprint, our energetic signature. They've said that we're in the process of merging our human selves, our human natures, with our divine nature. So we've been experiencing some things in our lives that are reflections of things that are still inside of us that we have yet to clear, or that we've yet to clear on a very deep level. And these are things that we need to walk through in our humanity in order to bring in more of that divine imprint into this physical body. We've talked about becoming more crystalline in nature. This is actually what's happening. This is the part of the process that is mildly unpleasant, but the good thing is we're moving through these things very quickly and not at the depth that we would have had to move through them in the past. And the question has come in the last week or so, how do you know? How do you express exactly what we're feeling? It's because I'm one of you. I'm human and I'm going through it at the same time. So in reference to what the angels are speaking about in terms of our natures becoming more aligned, becoming more integrated, this week I've had an experience with something I didn't know that was left in my system. I was watching some footage of children watching the Challenger take off from back in, I guess that was the 80s. And their faces when the shuttle took off and exploded, and seeing what they were feeling and experiencing what they were going through. And what happened was that my physical system started bringing up this energy as well. I didn't realize that there was some PTSD in my system from having had this experience. Not only having gone through this experience myself as a child, watching the Challenger take off and explode, and having my own feelings about that, and my own confusion and my own fears, but being an empath in a classroom and a school full of people who were watching the same thing and had no way to process their own feelings about it, and feeling all of their bewilderment and sadness and confusion, and also just the lack of words to explain what happened, the lack of words to make it okay. Not having processed through it as a child, that PTSD was still in my system. So my physical system started to have a reaction as I was watching this footage. And I was able to, and this is what we're all able to do, just say, "Oh, hello, I didn't know you were in there. What are you here to teach me? How can I work with you, beautiful body of mine, to help you release, to help you move this energy?" And that's the most efficient way for us to do it, rather than saying, "Oh, I don't have time for this, let's put it aside, let's look at it again later." That's not what we're being called to do right now. Just looking at it, and honestly, this was, and not to minimize the things that we've gone through in the past, this particular instance for myself took about 5 minutes to move through my system. Had I pushed it back down and not given it the time and the energy to process, probably would have taken much longer, much later on. And this may not be the way things happen for you. Many of us in this community are people who work in the healing arts, are people who work with other people, helping them through their own process. And what you will find is that people will be coming to you with issues that you didn't know you were still having, and you didn't know were still in your system. And helping them move through it to the degree that they are ready will help you move through it to the next degree. So all of this energy that has been keeping us more in our humanity than our divinity is actually coming up for clearing, coming up to show us it's still there, to come up and out so that we can further integrate the crystalline nature of our being. There's also a rewiring going on of a belief that many of us have inherited around not being strong. So many of us have been super sensitive our whole lives, and somewhere along the line we adopted the belief that sensitivity means weakness. And that's not the truth. The truth is that very often sensitivity is a super strength, is a superpower. And until now, there hasn't been the space for it in society to be seen as a benefit, to be seen as this thing that can change the world. Those of us who have always been super sensitive are actually feeling the call to become stronger. And for many of us, this is the call to become stronger in our physical body. So you may hear your body asking you for things, asking you to eat certain things, asking you to move a certain way, asking you to exercise in a way you might not have ever exercised before. But what's happening is we are moving that energy of weakness, we are releasing it, and our physical body is asking us to strengthen so that she, he, they, them can reflect back to us the true nature of what's inside of us. So many of us have distanced ourselves from the physical aspect of our being, preferring to focus on the mental, emotional, and spiritual development. And now we're sort of at a standstill where we can't keep progressing in those forms of development if our physical body is left behind. So it's time to catch our physical body up to the rest of our development, because when we are physically strong, it actually gives us the confidence to move forward and to know that we can get through things that we might not have been sure we could get through otherwise. And that doesn't mean you have to look a certain way. It doesn't mean you have to be able to bench press a certain amount of weight. It doesn't mean you have to eat a certain way. What it does mean is just doing something with your body, pushing your edge gently at first, that you didn't think you could actually do. Letting your body, your physical body, prove to you that you are absolutely stronger than you think. And you will see right away how that affects your entire energy pretty immediately. And this feels really important for us in the coming month. So however it looks to you, to challenge your physical system just slightly every day and listen in to what it is asking you for, because it will guide the way to your evolution to the next step just by telling you what is needed. As you are moving into deeper relationship with your physical body, call upon Archangel Raphael, who will help you to establish the communication and the connection that you might be desiring. This feels really complete from the angels. If anything in this video really resonated with you, please share about it in the comments section below. Please also feel free to share these videos however you see fit. It's so important that those of us who resonate with this energy and need the support of our angels really are able to tap into it so that we can make this world a better place, one breath at a time, one movement at a time. And also, if you are interested in establishing a new relationship with your physical body, check into our spring group cleanse. Every year we spend 2 weeks cleansing our body, mind, and spirit through the foods we're eating and the way we're approaching our physical system. So if this feels like the year for you to explore this, check the link that's in the comment section of this video so that you can see if cleansing this spring alongside of us is right for you. I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.